The whole point of crypto and DeFi and why I got started in the first place is to create your dream life. It's what I tell every 10K Fast Track member when they join. I ask them, what is it that you want? How do we design the lifestyle you're looking for? We will use your portfolio to get you there, but what is it that you want? If you don't know what you want, you will never get there. If you don't have a destination in mind, you'll be wandering around aimlessly with no end goal in sight. For me, when I got started in crypto, honestly, I was really looking for, how do I explode my money? How do I take $1,000 and turn it into $1 million? I was looking for a shortcut. And that's not the game I play anymore. The game I play now is, how do I use the crypto that I already own, the life force I've invested into assets, into investments? How do I take that previous life force that I've invested into capital and invest that somewhere that will give me my time and freedom back? What I'm looking for is to use my assets, my capital, to cash flow me into a life of my design. Obviously, this video is a little different in my messy kitchen / living room thing right now in my apartment, but I just wanted to share a bit about how I'm trying to change my life, right? It's a Wednesday. You know, 2 years ago on a Wednesday, I was working at the dealership, had to be there at 8 a.m., grinding all day to get a paycheck in 2 weeks, and then on a lot of Wednesdays, then going to the bar in the evening and then working that night and really not ever having any free time. Today, proofreading the book that I'm writing, Escape Velocity, hopefully coming soon for you guys. Got a couple changes I want to make. Wanted to see the print. Looks pretty damn cool. I mean, I've done that today. I've hit the pool, got a little sun. I'm about to eat and go back out there. I already hit the gym. Gonna get, again, work on the tan a little bit, but I sacrificed about 3 years to get the capital that can now cash flow me a life of freedom. And I'll actually pull that up here real quick. So this is the one I showed a couple videos ago. The market, when I was filming that video, was like at almost 80K Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has dropped it to right around 60. And you'll see that, you know, the portfolio did take a hit. It was at $10,000 in that video, and now we're down to about an $8,000 portfolio. This portfolio right here, it is still working for me. I'm still cash flowing almost $20 a day. It says $17.50 a day. If you're curious what that looks like a month, that is $500 a month off of less than $8,000 portfolio. $8,000 portfolio making me $500 a month at an 81% APR. That is not even considering APY in the effects of compounding. But this is super important, because when I'm talking about designing the life that you're looking for, listen, I sacrificed everything for years, where my body got worse. Everything started hurting. I sacrificed all my relationships, and I just was working on building the bag. And now the bag is working for me, and I've had a lot of time to start. One of the things I've really wanted to focus on personally was getting back in shape. Getting back in shape and locking in. If you guys saw the videos of me at the mastermind, I'm not saying I was completely overweight, but it's about 190 pounds, maybe like 185. Right now I am 172, 173. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. It's probably the worst angle ever. You know, so I'm not saying the body is perfect, but I'm dialing in. I'm down about 15 pounds from just the mastermind in February alone. It's something I've been able to focus on, and something that I don't have to worry about because the portfolio pays for what I need. I'm on a very simple diet, honestly, very simple diet. I order like 4 of these a week. It's like 4 pounds of chicken, and I eat about a pound at a time. So I go through a bag about every 2 days. It's 4 pounds. I eat a pound for lunch. I fast in the morning, eat a pound for lunch, eat a pound for dinner. And I do that every single day. I'm super boring. I mix it up with some buffalo sauce here, some spicy mustard here, maybe a little marinara or something, make a little simple version of chicken parmesan. It's something, again, though, to where that portfolio, making over $500 a month, pays for all the food and pays for me to be locked in on a diet that gets me back into shape. It's where, again, I talk about design your dream life. I don't want to be 190 fucking pounds. I don't want to be skinny fat. I don't want to be overweight. I want to lock back in. And so after I sacrificed a lot of that time, where I was still hitting the gym, but the diet wasn't perfectly on point. The gym, let's be honest, it wasn't on point. It's something to where that bag, let's do the math. That bag is like $18 for 4 pounds. $18, 4 pounds, and I go through a bag about every 2 days. And literally, I'm so autistic that I'll eat that shit literally every day. Trust me, I promise you. So $18 times 15, because there's 30 days in a month, divide it by 2. So $270 a month on food. plus my buffalo sauces and mustards, etc. You're gonna need a little pre-workout, right? For your gym to lock back in and be healthy. And let's add $50 for that because it'll last you a month and $320. And the rest of that, let's see the cash flow again. The cash flow per month, $530. So let's take that minus $530, keep the numbers nice and simple, $210 left over. $210 left over that I can compound back into my systems, into my flywheel. And again, most of you should probably still be working your active incomes, and that's something to where, again, that you don't have to pull out of the flywheel to pay for the food. It's a great demonstration and a great example of, again, you set yourself up for success. There's one portfolio right there that pays for my food, it pays for the gym, it pays for the supplements, it pays for the daily life and routine, and you start to stack that and build that up. This book I'm writing, Escape Velocity, it talks about how you start small. You start small. At first it feels like, oh, I'm only making $500 a month. But you put it into perspective, and that pays for every single thing I eat plus more every day. You start to scale that portfolio. If you had $80,000 in there, instead of making $500 something a month, you're making $5,000 something a month. If you're making the $5,000 a month, then you can take out your $2,000 for rent. If you're living in the US, it's probably somewhere around there. That's what I pay for this place, about $2,000 a month. Nothing crazy, simple, gets the job done, 2-bedroom, office, etc. It's nice. I like it. It's enough for me. I've got a pool, love to spend time out there. And again, work on the tan. $80,000 portfolio. You're making probably about $5,000 a month. $2,000 off for rent leaves you with $3,000 left. If you're living on a cutting, get in shape diet like me, I may be spending $500 a month on food. If you add in all the other supplements I'm taking, we're still way below that. So now you're $2,500. So you still have a half. What else are you spending that on? The extra $2,500 that's left. Well, maybe you're spending it on a car, like the vet. The payment plus insurance, maybe it's another $1,000. Maybe it's another $1,000. So now we have $1,500 left over. If you're not being retarded with your spending, what are you gonna spend that on? Maybe you spend $100 going out on the weekend, each weekend, going to a nice dinner with your girl or your man, whatever the situation may be. Okay, let's say at most another $500 off. Cool. Now you have $1,000 left that you can reinvest and circulate into the flywheel. Again, that's the escape velocity, where your portfolio is making enough that it can pay for your daily life, everything you want to do, and still compound into itself. At the beginning, if you only have the $8,000 portfolio, you need to aggressively be returning those profits back into the system, and the system will grow month over month, year over year. And eventually it'll hit at a point where you reach that escape velocity to where the portfolio is making enough that not only can it keep compounding into itself, but it can also pay for and sustain the daily life that you are looking for, where it can pay for the rent, it can pay for the car, it can pay for the food, it can pay for the gym. The portfolio is the thing that you create and you nurture and you grow it like a business, and it will give you back the dream life that you're looking for, but you have to build that portfolio with intent, with that dream life in mind. If you are wanting a system that's going to be around forever and continue to grow, you need to pick the right assets that'll be around forever, continue to grow, and the right ranges that will support being around for a long time, bringing you a consistent income. If you're going with a tight 10, 20% wide range, you're never going to see those results, because the second Bitcoin swings down or swings up, you're out of range once again, and your business and your game plan is done. It is shot. The game is how long can you stay in the game? Not about how fast you can make money. Again, when I got started in crypto, I was looking to take $1,000 and try to, I'm gonna get so rich, I'm gonna turn this into 20, I'm gonna turn this into 100K. It's gambling, it's all it is. Same with traders, it's gambling. You're trying to make money fast. I'm not trying to make money fast, I'm trying to make money consistent. Consistent. Making, let's say, worst case, a good 5% a month. Oh no, that's so terrible. No, it's not terrible. That is a beautiful yield. You have a capital problem. Get the bread up. Get the portfolio to feed into itself. Create that infinite flywheel I talk about on these videos all the time, to where it'll grow that portfolio. And then again, at some point, it starts building speed. It's building speed, it's ramping, it's getting stronger, it's getting more powerful, and eventually you hit, again, that escape velocity, where the portfolio, the amount that it's printing is enough to, again, not only keep feeding into itself, but actually sustain the life and build towards the dream life that you're looking for, depending on where you live. Like if you're in New York, man, I get it. You know, you're gonna have a small 1x1 apartment and you're gonna need $10,000 a month to pay for it probably. I understand. Move to a better place. Big 2-bedroom apartment, $2K. Move to Thailand. If you're making $2,000 to $3,000 a month in Thailand, you can do anything and everything you could ever dream of. You're like a king out there. It literally is so easy. So you have to have what is that goal in mind. If you have $100,000 in crypto right now and your dream is to move to Thailand, you could literally do this day one. You can set up the whole system and cash flow enough money, enough income to keep feeding into the portfolio so your portfolio keeps growing and getting bigger over time, and also pay for the daily life that you are looking for. But you have to be set up correctly. If you're wanting to move to Dubai, you're gonna need more capital. You're gonna have to grow that income machine to be larger. So you have to know what it is that you want. If you want to work with me in the 10K Fast Track and you want me to help design your portfolio to give you your dream life, well, one, the link is down below, but two, you better know what the hell the dream life is that you want, because I can help get you there. Take a look at the assets you already own and get them set up to print you a daily income off those assets that feeds, again, back into the portfolio, but also can help to cash flow into your lifestyle and start to design the dream life that you are looking for. But if you don't even know what that is, you need to figure that out first. If you believe in crypto, you already own the assets, you need to put them to work, but you need to know what it is that they are working for, or you're not gonna get there. You're not gonna get there. For me, it's building an empire. It's building a system that lasts forever, for generations to come, that feeds into itself, it keeps growing, and the compounding gets disgustingly more efficient and amazing over time. And the cash flow is something I can use to supplement, again, the daily life. I can pay for the food easily with the little 8K portfolio. With a larger portfolio, it pays for every single thing you're looking for in your daily life. Choose the life that you desire and build the portfolio that will get you there. Boys, if you want to work with me, the 10K Fast Track, as always, the link is down below. Book a call. Again, the call's free. See if you're a good fit. And if you are, we can move forward. And if not, we will at least leave you better than you came and point you in the right direction. Boys, this is Parker Ray. See you in the next video.